Welcome to the Prophecy Club. Our topic today is Scalar Wave. What is Scalar Wave? Well, we had Bill Snebling come in a number of years ago, and he did research on it, and he came in and made this DVD called Russia's Secret Weapon to Defeat America. Bill reveals technology that the Russians have that can knock out anything, now get this, on the land, on the sea, under the sea, or in the air, any place on the globe, anytime they want to, with little to no trace of who did it. You might say it's the perfect weapon. Scalar Wave renders all conventional weapons of war absolutely obsolete against the Soviet energetic weapons. Scalar Waves has changed how war is conducted. Scalar Wave does not travel like radar does from point A to point B. It is interdimensional. It leaves, say, point A, and it arrives at point, say, D or F with no trace. It is believed to be what took out the Thresher submarine and the Challenger. It is also believed to be able to kill large amounts of birds in flight, dead, before they hit the ground, and likewise fish in the water of the sea with no trace or cause. It leaves no trace except that birds leave the area. Now, again, the Holy Spirit says that He will lead us into all truth. Sometimes we know things that we can't prove, and then later on we run across proof and we say, I knew that. I knew that. I knew that was going to happen, or I knew that was the truth of it. Okay, well, let me give you my take on this. I think the Scalar Wave is what's causing the wildfires in California. I think it's what's causing the hurricanes, the flooding, the cold snaps, the unbelievable cold. I think it's also what's causing the volcano in La Palma. These are all Tesla weapons, and they're not really alien technology. They are Scalar Wave. They are technology that we got from Tesla. Okay, now, before we get into something, I'm going to show you one picture, and this is going to be one of the most amazing broadcasts you've probably ever seen. So here's the one picture, and then I'm going to show you a lot more. Here's the one picture. Now, as you look at those clouds, do those look like normal clouds? Okay, well, fine. Let's give it the benefit of the doubt. So let's just say they're just normal clouds. I'm going to show you some more in just a minute. You're going to say, that's not normal. I've never seen anything like that in my whole life. But before we do there, I need to explain something. I got a problem. So back in 2000, we moved into our office in Topeka. Now, I live in the DFW area, but our office is still in Topeka, Kansas. Well, all of these years, now 21 years, we have never fixed the roof, frankly. We never have had the money. It's just too much money. So yesterday, Sean, my son, called, Dad, we've got 6 buckets setting all over. It's raining, it's dripping, the ceiling is falling in. We have reached the point where we absolutely, positively must do something.
Hey everybody, Sean here with the Prophecy Club. So I'm going to kind of just show you some of the things that we got going on here, just so you guys can kind of see firsthand how it looks. So here we go. As you see, I got a trash can here that we usually collect water, and you can see the water's pretty much drained down significantly onto the floor, into the carpet. The kitchen, I'll keep us up here so you can kind of see. Just we got all these water spots, just kind of everywhere, just littered all over. Unfortunately, when it gets really raining, then we have to break out buckets. Okay, I'm gonna now take you guys into our sanctuary. You can see that we got just multiple patches all on the roof. Back in 2004, 2005, this last time I think it was repaired, completely done, but just didn't last. And so here we are now. Before I show you the behind the stage, I want to show you the carpet. We have just multiple water spots. Okay, as you can see behind the curtain, well, I'm about to show you, viewer discretion advised. Okay, it's pretty bad. This is probably the worst damage in the building, and this is just years and years. This is actually been here for a while. Okay, so this is what I was just talking about behind the sanctuary. I'm sorry, behind the curtain. Yeah, this is what you don't see, but it's pretty bad. And unfortunately, the video can't really even do it justice. I'm trying to let you see. We couldn't do this without you and the Lord just blessing us and just allowing us to not only continue, but just to give us encouragement And your financial blessing is incredibly appreciated, but just encouraging words and just your prayers. I mean, we appreciate those, if not more. I mean, we really, really do. I love you guys. Hope you have an incredible rest of your week. And I'm sure I'll be talking to you guys on the phone sometime in the future. God bless you guys.
The problem is, according to this is the last estimate. It may have gone up since we had this. It's $16,520 to put on a new roof. No, we don't have $16,500. So if you believe in Prophecy Club, if it's been a benefit to you and God has blessed you and you could help, please. The next thing is we've had our church going since 2006 here in the Plano, Texas area. All of that time, we never had the money to get a sign. So we finally ordered a sign. The problem is it's supposed to be installed by the 15th, and as you can see, balance due is $6,000. And if you could help with that, that would be very helpful too. If God has blessed you. Now, if you're hurting, you can't send it. I'm not asking, okay? But I will say, if you're hurting, one of the ways that I've discovered that you get out of hurting, is by giving. You got to give by faith. You got to believe. So, Lord, lay on the hearts of the people that should give, how much they should give, and then bless them back very powerfully in Jesus' name. And you can just go to prophecyclub.com, or you can call the office, 785-266-1112, or I think you can also donate on your app. Anyway, yeah, we would appreciate your help. Really neat. Okay, now back to Scalar Wave. Now look at these. Are those unusual clouds? Because I think they are. But there's more. What about those? Okay, all right, well, let's give it a benefit of the doubt. Let's just say those are just normal storm clouds. Okay, all right, I can agree. Those might be normal storm clouds. But what about that? That's getting a little close to maybe we would say, no, those aren't normal storm clouds. What about those? Those are not very normal. You see, it is my belief that when scalar wave is moving from point A to point F or G or H, as it moves through these dimensions, it does some funky things with the clouds. As a matter of fact, I started to go in. If you will do a search for strange sounds, you will get some amazing sounds. I mean, all of a sudden this giant sound comes just out of nowhere, and it's really loud and it's really long. And I think that is also scalar wave. Either that or maybe the angels fighting each other. But look at this. Does that look like a normal cloud cover? What about this? I think you'd agree that's not normal. What about this? Very unusual. You see the various colors in that? Okay, well, fine. Maybe they photoshopped it. But let's look at some more. Now, these are what I call fireworks. Look at that. See, I don't, you can't make that up, and I don't think that's Photoshop. I mean, I'm going to show you so many, you're going to be saying, maybe some are fake, maybe some are natural clouds, maybe there's some kind of an unusual storm. But by the time we get done with this, I think you're going to be saying, but some of them are not normal. Some of them are not just an accident. They're certainly not Photoshopped. What about this? How do you get that? Is that some kind of a scalar wave? See, because I'm going to show you a cloud here in a minute. I think it's on this one, where it shows electrical charges going off in a cloud that is the center of a hurricane. I believe that's scalar wave. They send out this because they can make large areas of the atmosphere super hot or super cold. They put in more energy or they take out energy. What about this? And no, that's not a volcano, but it looks very strange, doesn't it? And that's the point. I'm going to show you so many of these, you're going to be saying, okay, I agree. Something is going on. What about this? Have you ever seen a cloud cover like that? Well, I haven't. And this? Okay, well, all right, maybe that's nothing. What about this? Can you see the pattern in it? Can you see these puffs across the top? And then how it's streaked out there? Now I'm going to show you some I call spaceship shapes. I don't think they're spaceships, but this is the shape of them. Look at some of these things. Very, very strange cloud formation. Very strange. Now, that one absolutely looks like a spaceship. I know it's not a spaceship, but, and then you see the cloud above it. It's almost like there's one level and then there's another level. Very strange. And then this. This looks almost like some kind of a pyramid. I don't see how clouds can make those kind of unusual formations. I think my point is at least some of them must be natural, but some of them are not natural. And then here's another one, very unusual looking. Now, okay, that might be some clouds that are just unusual clouds, but maybe not. That's kind of a spaceship looking thing, but again, it's a cloud. I'm not saying it's a spaceship. I'm saying it's unusual. What would make a cloud like that? And then these, I can understand one. I can't understand three of them. Very unusual, kind of an upside down pyramid. Here's another spaceship looking cloud. People are looking up at it like even they think it's strange too. And then here, now that almost looks like that's a cloud covering a spaceship or something. But again, I don't think it's a spaceship. I think it's scalar wave. Now, holes and circles. How do you make a hole like that? Now, I've seen people that can blow a smoke ring, but in order to get a smoke ring, you've got to do some certain things with your mouth that I don't know how to do, but that can't be natural. I think you got to look at that and say, no, that's not natural. That can't be Photoshopped. That is not natural. And then this one. All right, well, maybe I can see maybe an unusual storm, but the problem is we got a lot of those. We've got to leave these just holes. It's almost like something went through the clouds and evaporated that particular part of the cloud. And like I said, we've got a lot of them. These strange looking holes with colors in them. Here's another hole with colors in it. And here, this doesn't even look like a hole. It looks like some kind of a spacecraft went round and around and around. I don't think that's Photoshop. I think that is something not human. Either that or something high technology. Here's another one. Now, again, see, it's kind of a hole. All right. Okay, maybe I'll give that. Maybe that's just a normal cloud. I've never seen one like that. Kind of unusual. Here's another hole. Here's another hole. There's a lot of those hole pictures. I just pulled these off the internet. Here's another one, the opposite of a hole. Now, it's able to remove the clouds, but it's also apparently able to gather the clouds. Here's another hole. Now, this one, okay, I think that could be fairly natural. That would be difficult. But again, there's a lot of them. Here's another unusual looking hole. Another unusual looking hole. See, all the hole from horizon to horizon, near to far, it's all cloudy except one hole. See, that's the way a scalar wave works. It's interdimensional. As it travels through that dimension, I think it makes these unusual cloud formations and also those strange sounds. Here's another one. Strange looking hole, kind of a hole within a hole. I found a bunch of them. I didn't even try to pull down all of them. There's a lot of holes. I mean, I think I just did a search for strange clouds, and this is what I came up with. Look at that. That can't be natural. It's almost a perfect oval, almost perfect. This one, in that it's so perfect on the edge, it's like something went through the clouds. Now, maybe it was some kind of advanced spaceship, or maybe just an advanced, very, very fast airplane. I don't know. Or maybe it's, let's put it this way, it's not natural in my opinion. Here's another hole. A lot of holes. 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 Very strange. Like something is going through the clouds. As you look at that, I think you'd agree that's not Photoshop. It's got a jet stream going right through it where a jet passed through it. but it didn't seem to mess with the jet. It's very strange looking. This one almost looks like you can see something went through the hole. That's probably scalar wave going through those holes, and it kind of leaves a little bit of a shadow there. Now, this is from the Weather channel from NOAA radar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 7 of these. I don't think that's natural. I think that's got to be, well, and if you'll look here, okay, so this one turns, it looks like it's turning that would be counterclockwise. Then this one looks like it's turning clockwise. This is counterclockwise, clockwise, counterclockwise, counterclockwise. How do you get 7 what appears to be like tornadoes all in a row like that? Can that really be? Is that just an accident? I don't think so. All right, this one might be just normal. Maybe it is. Maybe it's not. This looks like scalar wave that is being used in several places. That's what it looks like to me. Here's another hole. Now, I call these warts, and you'll see why. These are wart clouds. I've never seen anything like this in my life. How do you get that? How do you get that? I've never seen it. Maybe that's natural. Maybe it's not. But it's in several places. These wart-looking clouds. That almost looks like you're underneath the ice, doesn't it? But those are actually clouds. Very, very strange. More wart clouds. More wart clouds. Is that scalar wave? Or is that just a very, very strange cloud? Okay, maybe some are strange clouds. But again, maybe some of them aren't. More wart clouds. More wart clouds. Here we see a plane right here in the center of it, right here, flying through the clouds. Very strange looking. Maybe it's natural. Maybe it's not. Then this was real interesting. I call these screw clouds. To me, that looks like some kind of high technology, maybe like a scramjet, or I don't know enough to know what it would be. Maybe some kind of high technology, super advanced thing flew through the air there. But we see it in a lot of places. Now, that might be, again, like a scramjet that is kind of putting out pulses. It can't be natural when it is. Let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All almost evenly spaced, almost like they're hanging down from something that's, again, very strange. Don't know what it is. I just have to wonder if it's scalar wave. And here's another one. Unusual looking, especially it's got this trail down here and it trails up. Very strange looking. We see another one. Now, part of these, I think, could be jet trails, or what do they call them? Where a jet goes through. Maybe it's nothing. Maybe it is something. This can't be man-made. Can't be man-made. I don't see how that could happen. Okay, well, maybe it's kind of like forming of a tornado that didn't happen. But how do you get 3 of them? Again, that's unusual. This one, very strange looking. Looks like some kind of a worm or something. Another screw-looking thing. Very, very strange. How do you, when there's no other clouds around, and it looks like this is shot from a plane that is up above. In other words, it looks like this is the top of the atmosphere, and then down here is probably the curvature of the Earth, and this is going up. What is that? Well, you might say, well, maybe that was a jet stream, and then the wind blew like this. Maybe. Again, maybe not. Now let's look at some other ones. I call them dams. Very strange. How do you get clouds to bunch up like that? Almost look like cloud fingers going out there. I don't think it's natural. Here's another one. Very strange looking. Okay, maybe there is one once in a while, but the internet is filled with these very strange looking clouds. Something's going on. That's my point. Something's going on. Now here's some waves. I can't see how that could be natural. I can't see how that could be natural. Yeah, it looks like waves of the ocean, except for its clouds. I don't see how cloud. I don't see how clouds could make that. Same here. Same here. Almost a perfect wave. Almost perfect waves. It looks like the ocean, but it's clouds. And then this was very strange too. And more waves. Now, I don't know what these are. I don't know what to call them. Maybe there's just some strange cloud formations here. But this one, that looks like an upside down pyramid. This one looks like a jellyfish. Another jellyfish. Maybe that's what I should call them. I don't know what they are. Now this one, if you look right up here, see these lights? That looks like that might be a spaceship. And then this might be some kind of a device shining down through. So my guess is on that, if I had to guess, I'd say that's probably more like a spaceship. Jack Clooney is a ranking authority on Satanism, witchcraft, white supremacy, and other forms of cult and occult activity. He's helped investigators from the FBI, CIA, OSI, Border Patrol, dozens of police and sheriff's organizations across America in occultic-related crimes. Hear the truth about things like bobbing for apples, trick-or-treat, jack-o'-lantern, and more. Don Berkey was raised in an Illuminati family, trained as an Illuminist, attained the rank of Master Witch, third degree. He's been a Christian since 1979, has appeared on many shows. He reveals how all American holidays are designed using an occultic numerical pattern originating from the Illuminati. Discover the real truth behind the popular holidays of Christmas, Easter, Halloween, and more in America's occult holidays. Stephen Dollins, an ex-Satanist high priest, exposes the subtle devices used to infiltrate the homes of Christians to introduce witchcraft and Satanism. Discover the evil truth behind today's crazes, movies, video games, role-playing fantasy games. These devices initiate our children into the world of occult by making evil appear to be cute, such as Teletubbies, Pokemon, various children's books in the occult in your living room. This will shock you. Stephen reveals the truth and the true origins behind Christmas, Easter, Halloween, the most celebrated holidays. Topics include Christmas, birth of Jesus. Is it really? Is Easter celebrating the resurrection of Christ? What is the hidden agenda behind Halloween in occult holidays revealed? Then Bill Sneblin, a former voodoo priest, Wiccan high priest, second-degree church member, Church of Satan, New Age guru, occultist, channeler, 90th-degree Mason, Knight Templar, vampire, and a member of the Illuminati. He used to be a vampire and explained vampires and werewolves and the fact that they are real, he says. It is wrong and needs to be exposed in Vampires and Werewolves, Real or Fake. All of these available at prophecyclub.com, and these are available for a gift of $90, or for the month of October, you can watch them by signing up at watchprophecyclub.com. WatchProphecyClub.com. It's $20 a month or $200 a year. You get to watch over 250 different Prophecy Club DVDs. If you haven't checked it out, I believe you're making a mistake. You should go and watch. You'll be shocked to see how much is available for just $20 a month. Berkey water filters have arrived. You see, most companies these days are out of Berkey water filters, but we just got a new shipment. Berkey water filters at prophecyclub.com. The Watchman package. Get 2 2-foot by 3-foot color updated charts, my handwritten book of the Book of Revelation, 5 DVDs where I taught the School of the Watchman, and 5 Secret Door books to understand Bible prophecy, valued at $355, all for a gift of just $200 at prophecyclub.com. 40 books, $800 value for $100. Secret Door to Understand Bible Prophecy is a deep dive into Bible prophecy. Miss the Mark is the book you give to people that you never want to take the mark of the beast. God's Warnings to America's 101 modern prophecies, everything from Dimitri Duduman to rest of the most popular, the most credible prophets out there. Tribulation Secrets and Daniel is the book that you read to understand, as a tribulation saint, what you need to know. And then How Pre-Trib 1, you'll settle your question about the rapture. Now, You can get all 5 of these in a giant package. We offer them in shrink wrap sets of 10 for the Understand Bible Prophecy. Miss the Mark is in shrink wrap sets of 10. God's Warning is shrink wrap sets of 10. Daniel is 5. How Pre-Trib 1 is 5. So it's a total of 40 books, valued at $800, all for a gift of just $100 at prophecyclub.com. In 2017, I memorized the book of Revelation. I was shown a secret door that links the feasts to the prophecies of Revelation. For the first time, the book of Revelation can be understood. It can be put in correct chronological order. I got 30 revelations, 2 visions, and 1 audible voice. One prophetic word said, there's a lock that I put over a word in Revelation that I'm going to open to you, and it will turn many books written on the end-time message into obsolete books. That's this book. This is the granddaddy. If you want to understand Bible prophecy, that's the book to get. Miss the Mark. Well, what is the most important information every beating heart on the globe needs to know? Well, after except Jesus, of course, it would be don't take the mark of the beast, because those taking the mark of the beast do not get soul death, but they're tossed into the lake that burns with fire and brimstone for all eternity with the beast, the false prophet, and 1,000 years later, Lucifer, and they have no escape. Miss the Mark is the book you give to people that you love, you don't want to see tossed into the lake of fire. God's Warnings to America explains the modern dreams and visions and audible voices I believe are from God. Dimitri Duduman, Michael Boldea, Leslie Johnson, Henry Gruver, Shane Warren, Terry Bennett, Maurice Sklar, Augusto Perez, Doug Metzger, Bree Keaton, and much more. Tribulation Secrets in Daniel explains how to spot the Antichrist early and what to do. His physical appearance, sound of his voice, how he rises to power, the fact that Nebuchadnezzar will be a resurrected Antichrist and beast. He rises from the bottomless pit, explains the 7 final world governments. How Pre-Trib 1. How the big lie beat the truth and the people would have it so. It settles the rapture question, why pastors teach pre-trib. It explains how the 501c3 board members actually hire, fire, and tell the preacher what he is going or is not going to preach. It also covers the secret door, what is the morning star, what is the wrath of God, eternity entering time, who are the nations, what is an overcomer, proof of the post-trib, and 25 pre-trib questions answered. It will answer the question for you about the rapture. Terry Saka is a prophecy student, and he reads his King James Bible, and he believes in winning souls so much he is supporting the Prophecy Club so that we can win more souls. So if you want to support someone that loves prophecy and wants to win souls, I'm going to send you to cornerstoneassetmetals.com, where you can get all sorts of precious metals, gold, silver, rhodium, palladium, and things like that. cornerstoneassetmetals.com. In November 1998, Stanislav Lunev was the highest-ranking Russian military officer ever to defect from Russia. He made a Prophecy Club DVD saying that the 50 lost-in-Russia suitcase nuclear bombs had actually been smuggled into the United States. Since then, 5 others have confirmed it, including Dimitri Duduman, Michael Boldea, former Congressman Kurt Weldon, Vice Chairman of the House Armed Services Committee, and Doug Metzger. Then, Dana Coverstone came along, and in a dream, the angel said to him in so many words that these suitcase nukes will detonate in November. But the question is, what year will that November be? We're praying that we can stop them or delay them. If they detonate, every computer not EMP protected will be destroyed. The good news is EMP Shield has devices the military testing facility says protect 100% against EMP, solar flares, lightning, power surges, backed by a 10-year warranty and a $25,000 insurance policy. View simple video installation instructions for home, vehicles, RV. You can have electricity in a blackout. Use the promo code PROPHECY for a $50 gift card, and it helps your Prophecy Club.